Guys, so today I was gonna do a Pretty Little Liars series review because I've been really addicted to these lately. I don't have the first four with me. I lent them to a friend. I did read the first four like a few years ago, so my reviews on those might be a little bit outdated because I don't really remember what happens, but the rest of them I can be kind of detailed about because I read these recently. So let's just go ahead and do that. The 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th books I got in this box set that I got for my birthday. It was $30. I got it at Barnes & Noble. It's kind of nice. It comes with this letter thing. If I can find it. It's right here. It just has an ad for Twisted and then the first two line games, and then there's this little letter from Sara Shepard, so I guess you can pause that right now if you wanted to read it. Okay, so I forgot to tell you guys the titles of the first four. The first one is Pretty Little Liars, and then Flawless, and then Perfect, and then Unbelievable, and then we jump into the next set with Wicked, Killer, Heartless, and Wanted. And then book 9 is Twisted, which I'm rereading because I was going to reread the newer set. Ruthless, Stunning, and Burned, and the 13th one is called Crushed, and it comes out in June, and I'll do a review on that when it comes out. And then also there's these two little like side books, Pretty Little Secrets. This happens in between Unbelievable, which is book 4, and Wicked, which is book 5, and then Allie's Pretty Little Lies, which is kind of a prequel to the entire series. So I just wanted to talk briefly about the first 4 books, which I don't have. I read them a few years ago, and I thought they were really good, and I don't know where they are now. What am I saying? Of course I know where they are. I lent them to my friend, but, yeah, so I don't really remember those ones as well as these ones, so just the first 4, they're good. I don't really know what to say. And then we have Wicked, which is book 5. This one, it was okay. It wasn't the best book in the series. I liked the ending. The ending was kind of surprising. But other than that, this is when things first start getting started up again. So it's like, it's not that exciting. It's kind of like a reintroduction into the series. Nothing new really happens until the end of this book. Killer, this one's longer than the rest of them. It took me a while to get through just because I got bored, maybe like halfway through. I did like it. I don't know, it took me a while to read. Not much really happens in this one. I thought it was getting a little bit repetitive. But the ending is really exciting, and I can't tell you guys what happens, but if you've read this, you know what I'm talking about. This is the one with the woods. Yeah, okay. And then Heartless, which is book 7. I read this on vacation. This one's pretty good until, like, here. And then something happens that I really didn't like. And then there's this twist ending and someone dies that I really liked their character, and that was kind of depressing for me, but it was shocking. And this was okay. Like, I wanted to find out what happened next, but it just, I don't know. And then Wanted was originally going to be the finale. This is the 8th book. She was originally only going to do 8, so this was the ending. This is the shortest book in the series, unless one of the newer ones is shorter. I can't tell because they're in hardcover. But, this one is amazing. This one is like, something happens and you're like, what? I did not see that coming. And then something else happens, and it totally just destroys everything else that you've ever thought about the series. And it's something that, like, she put a ton of clues in it for the last 4 books. There's been a ton of clues about this, but you would never connect them in the way that this book has them arranged. So it's a good one, and everything just kind of clicks and makes sense. And then The ending is just amazing. So yeah. And then there's Twisted. This one I really didn't like that much. It's the first book after she stopped writing the books. She decided to start them back up again or something. And that because of how much money the show was making. So she did this one. And this is just an introduction. And there's no suspect in this book, which was disappointing. There's just like more A-messages, which, I mean, we've done this before. And then at the end it's like it reveals something, and it's like, well, I was kind of thinking that the whole book. And it's just, I don't know, this one was kind of predictable. And the whole book takes place after the main event that gets revealed at the very ending. And I kind of knew that the event was coming before it happened. And this was literally just another reintroduction, but this was even worse than Wicked. I guess it kind of had to be done, but I didn't like this one that much. And then we had Ruthless, which totally made up for it. This is my favorite book in the series. This one is just, I don't know, I like the suspect in this one, I like the plot, I like the way that it goes, it's nice, and then the ending was kind of nice. I can't think of any adjectives. I really don't want to give anything away to those of you who haven't read it. I might do like a spoiler review later, but this one's not going to have any spoilers, because obviously a lot of people haven't read these books. But this one was amazing. This is one of my favorites. This one I think had the best writing in it. I like this one a lot. Stunning is book 73. No, it's I think book 11. I like the cover for this one. Not saying anything about the content because this is not one of the better books in the series. I know a lot of people like this one because their favorite character is Emily, and this book is entirely about Emily, but I don't know why, but Emily's my least favorite. Spencer's my favorite, which is why I liked Ruthless, but this one has Emily, and she's just blah to me, so I didn't like this one that much. I mean, it was okay. And then there's this, which I feel like it was trying to be a finale before the actual finale. This is Burn. This is book 12. This one they're on a cruise ship, so it's a lot different than all the other books. Because all the other books just happen in Rosewood, and this one's just on a cruise in the Caribbean. So, I don't know. It's kind of strange. A lot of stuff happens in this one, and the ending was just, wow, I did not see that coming. But, yeah. This one was, the writing wasn't as good in this one. Thought it was just kind of average for this series. But, the plot was nice, the setting was nice, and the ending was good. Nice and good. I keep reusing those. I need to think of new adjectives. I read so many books, you'd think that I have a bigger vocabulary. And then Pretty Little Secrets. And this happens in between books 4 and 5. And this is kind of a tome. If you didn't notice from my bookshelf tour, I read a lot of big books. And this isn't actually that big by my standards, but it's gigantic for the Pretty Little Liars series. Any other book is like half the size. It's just, I don't know. This one was really big. This one bored the crap out of me. I'm sorry. I know, like, I don't know. I don't know why it needed to be done. I don't know why it was necessary. It didn't really add anything to the series. Especially, you know, when I've already read, like, Wanted, which is 4 books after this, which is like a whole year. And I didn't see why we had to go back a year and to relive stuff that didn't really need to be told. And this just came out. I actually really enjoyed this one. This one was nice. It's called Allie's Pretty Little Lies. This one is about Allison right before she died, or if you've read the books, then yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And this one is kind of like, I don't know, if you haven't read up to Wanted or past Wanted, don't read this because it will spoil everything. It has stuff that you don't want to know, and if you go ahead and read this because it says it's a prequel, it's gonna spoil everything. So just wait until you finish Wanted, and then you can go back to this one. And this one kind of explains, like, the events leading up to Wanted. And I really liked this one. I thought it gave a nice insight as to Allie's character, and I thought this one was really good. So that's it for the Pretty Little Liars series review. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you want me to do more detailed on any of these books, like, in particular, or if you wanted me to reread the first 4, because I was planning on doing that when I get them back anyways, and just do reviews on those, then I can go ahead and do that. I hope if you haven't read it yet, I hope this helped you decide to read it, because I think it's a great series. It's literally one of my favorite book series of all time. It's really well written, it's suspenseful, it's creative, it's original, and I think you should definitely give it a shot. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and comment your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.